So you're thinking of buying in Easton Park? Well, in this video, we're checking out the best resale and new construction deal currently for sale. There's almost 100 homes for sale in Easton Park right now, so tons of deals out there, but I'm really impressed with the two homes I'm about to show you today. We're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Easton Park real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a move to the Easton Park or really Austin area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. You know, I taught music for 10 years before I jumped into real estate, but how I operate hasn't changed from that jump in careers. Honesty, effective communication, helping people achieve their goals, and a good work ethic is still how I operate. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you and your family find a great home in the Easton Park neighborhood. All right, let's jump into the video. So the resale home of the month we're checking out is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,617 square foot home. This is currently listed at $538,900, and this is a Pacesetter home, and we're in Skyline Park. So I can kind of pan around. See, we have the upstairs deck. We'll get to there in a minute. But we have this shared driveway for all Pacesetter homes. This is normal. Then we have the 4 homes here. We're the closest one here. Okay, you can see we have some rocks here, a little bit of grass to take care of on the side. Beautiful trees, and I like that they put these bushes here, just extra privacy. You can see we are in Skyline. This is on Looksee. Another great thing about this specific lot is we have this walkway, which my biggest beef with Pacesetter homes has always been it's a side yard or a side patio, and you're right next to your neighbor's side patio. But with this, we have quite a bit of distance between both homes, so you do gotta get some privacy with that too, which is nice. So let's go check this one out. This beautiful white stone on the exterior, this really cool blue hardy plank. So we have this really large front patio space with a gate, so easy access to the side patio. Oh, I thought I turned all the lights on. There we go. All right, so starting with to the right here, we have a very large half bath right off the entrance. And then straight to the left is your primary bedroom. So these windows facing out to the road, that is primary, which is great that we have these shrubs here because you're gonna be sleeping in here, you want privacy, you don't want lights from traffic. Tile floor throughout, dual vanity, the silestone countertop, not the highest quality countertop, but it gets the job done. We do have a soaking tub with a large frosted glass, letting a lot of natural light. And then I love the shower, how we have the floor to ceiling tile with the bench included. Large toilet room. And then pretty good sized closet. This comes on with a sensor. Sorry for the video there. So pretty good size. It's very long. I wish it was a little deeper. But there's only one person at a time in here. Shouldn't be a big deal. I also love Floor is the listing agent for this specific property. She leaves these little messages in each area. I thought that was really cute. So I texted her right when I saw this. I was like, I'm stealing that idea for my next vacant listing. I have one this week that I'm putting out. It's like, this is great. It just makes walking through so much easier for people who don't know the property that well. It explains every little thing. So I thought it was a cool idea. Anyway, you're not here to see me nerd out about selling real estate. So we have a closet here. Okay, pretty decent sized coat closet. We'll go upstairs last. As I said, tile flooring throughout the bottom. And then here is our side patio. So you can get a sense of what I was talking about with the neighbors are really far away over there and you have this walkway. And I lived in Skyline for 3 years before I moved to Pilot Park. I can tell you no one's walking on this sidewalk. For Skyline, it's the main roads. Very few people are cutting through these specific. So something to be aware of. You do kind of keep that privacy there. Let me go check it out. I'm thinking of it right now. We're actually technically in Kiki Park, so it's right on the border of Skyline and Kiki. So you have this pretty good sized yard too, so if you have a dog, plenty of room for them to play. Really love this stone. I like that they kept it going on the side too. So this is your main living area. The ceiling fan. And then kitchen area does come with a fridge, small island. I do wish Pacesetter did bigger islands for this model. I don't know why they didn't. They have plenty of space, but one of the few downsides, I'll say. We have backsplash all the way to the ceiling here, with natural light coming in again with this shared driveway, so privacy there also. And then large formal dining area. And then your washer dryer on the same floor as your primary, which is great, and on the opposite side of the house, so you don't have to hear it if it's going at night. And then we have a 2-car garage. You do have the electric vehicle charger. And then a little extra nook over here on the side too for extra storage. I will say this setup, it's not my favorite as far as A, I want the kitchen island to be a little bit bigger, but B, setting this up, it's gonna be, we put the couch here, which there's a ton of outlets over here. You're gonna be blocking with a couch, whatever. And then the TV here, but then the outdoors right there. And you have to walk through, like right next to the TV to get outside. It's not the biggest problem in the world. It's just kind of annoying to me. I wish that door was over there, right? Or something, I don't know. I wish things were switched around a little bit. I noticed that too when we go upstairs. It's just, the layout is a little, when I think about, you know, where would I put my stuff? It doesn't quite work perfectly, but it kind of depends on what you plan to do. So we have the 1-bedroom downstairs. Upstairs, we have this great sized landing. And then 1, 2, 3 bed plus the full bath. This landing space, everything's carpeted upstairs except for the bathroom. This landing space is big, right? It's 2,617 square feet. Lots of natural light coming in, but it depends on what you want to use this space for. If you put a couch here, it would need to be a love seat. I don't know if a full couch would fit there without kind of cutting off that entryway. And then you have to walk here, right? So you want to be careful of what you put here so it's not blocking the main pathways. And then they put a thermostat right where you would put a TV if you mounted a TV on the wall. So it's just a little bit odd. It's little things, you know, it's not going to make or break a sale. I still think this is a great deal. Otherwise I wouldn't have put on the video. But little things like that maybe go, that's annoying. I wish they didn't put the thermostat there. I wish they didn't put the door to the back deck right there. Little things like that. But anyway. We are going to quickly look in the back deck, or the upper deck, because I noticed a wasp nest up here, just so you can see it. Beautiful area, have your morning coffee, some extra privacy. And then right off of that, they do have fans in every room, which is very nice. Decently sized room. A really big closet space for this room. And then we have our full bath, natural light coming in, 2 sinks also, looks great. Pretty basic as far as the materials, right? I already talked about the solid stone counter, but also the flooring tile is the same as the tile next to the shower, and it's just builder grade, basic squares. Another fan, I'm a fan. More, they did a good job with the closets. Lots of space in the closets. And finally, room number 4 with a fan. Really good sized room again. Yeah, really good sized room in here. So there you have it. I think this is a really good resale deal. This has been on the market for 31 days as of recording. Probably by the time I upload this, it'll be about 42 days. And they've only done about $1,000 price drop. So no big price reductions yet. But if you are looking for a 4-bedroom in Easton Park with a ton of space and actually good sized rooms with quite a good amount of privacy, getting this under $540,000 I think is a really good deal. Cool, all right, let's go check out the new build deal of the month. So the new construction deal of the month that we're checking out is a 3,174 square foot home. This is a 5-bed, 4.5 bath, and it's listed at $664,900 or 54. I don't even remember what it's listed at. It's going to be something around mid 600s. It doesn't really matter. The point of this home, it's been on the market forever, almost a year, I think. I did a video tour of this like 6 months ago. Honestly, I think we could probably get this deal done at like 600,000. So let's just put 600,000 on the screen, because that's most likely what you're going to be able to get for this house. Okay, so I'll explain as we walk around, but this is also coincidentally another Pacesetter. They're not paying me for this video, I promise. I'm going to say the good and the bad, so I'm not promoting Pacesetter, but it just happens to be another Pacesetter home. This one has a long driveway. We're in the back, right? So we're going to have another home here and another home there. They haven't built those yet. This is LLE, so we're in Discovery Park. And then the other side is Apogee, which is the main dividing road between Skyline Park and Discovery. We're gonna do this one kind of weird, kind of backwards, because it does have an ADU. So we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna try to move quick, because this is a massive house to get through. As you can see, this is where you would park, and then you have a 2-car garage here, and then this extra space here, and then that's kind of it. Honestly, I'm gonna, as I talk and walk, one of the cons I would say is the parking situation. You can't really park in the front because Apogee doesn't have street parking on that part. It's going up a hill. So parking is definitely a con with this house. But as you can see, we're going up this side entrance, and this is for the accessory dwelling unit. And so here we have extra storage space. This would be used for a renter. It was what most people would use it for. It's basically a studio apartment. So you can see it here, has a full kitchen, needs a fridge added, has space for stackable washer dryer, and then has a full bathroom with a walk-in shower. Yeah, has an oven, has a microwave, has a dishwasher, has all of that, plus a little closet for them. So it's technically a 5-bedroom, right? But I would see this as, it's really a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, because I would use this to offset my mortgage payment to have a renter live here. And it's nice because they can park in the back, have their own entrance, and not have to worry about it. These stairs have seen better days, so I would definitely ask the builder to do something with them. They keep catching my feet on the edge. I don't know if you can hear that in the video. All right, so now we're gonna do kind of an awkward walk around. And so this is another small con, is the yard space. This is kind of the only yard space you get that's enclosed. So if you have a dog that needs a lot of space to run, it's a con, but it's also, placement is really good. We are a 2-minute walk from Skyline Park, which is a massive park in Easton Park. So if you're willing to just make the 2-minute walk over there, you have a ginormous, like acres upon acres of grass that you can run with your dog, if that is a sticking point to you. So we can see this side patio area, good amount of shade, some privacy here, and pretty quiet. All of the doors on the primary level are 9-foot tall doors. And I'm kind of doing this video a little backwards, but it's on purpose. So this is the main entrance, okay? Let's just walk out here so you can see where we're at, and then we'll do the tour from the main entrance like I normally would. So this is Apogee. Right over there is Skyline Park, so just a 2-minute walk right there. And then right there is a really beautiful view. I tried walking earlier, but it would just take too long to show y'all. Maybe I can zoom in and get you tall enough to see it, but probably can't see that. But skyline of Austin is right there. So beautiful view right up there. And then really good privacy here. So we have a ton of space in this front patio, kind of this corner patio with this cool brick look around. And then because apogee here curves, the home locks curve with it too. So that patio is further ahead from you. And then we're further ahead from our next door neighbor back there. So I'm standing here and there is no one around. There's really good amount of privacy for it not feeling like it should be private because you're just out in the open. And then the traffic here has been pretty good. So as far as volume, it's a pretty busy road, but standing in the house, I haven't heard anything. So they did do a good job of soundproofing the home. Now, before we check out all of this, all right, really cool kitchen, really nice living area, we are gonna go upstairs first. So we have this extra storage space down here, carpeted, no light, which surprised me. And then upstairs, this is the only upstairs we have other than the ADU. It's carpeted, tons of windows, like so many windows. And then we have a really nice guest room. So very large room with its own full bath and small closet. So it kind of depends on how you would use this space. When I was first walking through the property, I thought this would be a great guest wing because I don't want to walk up and down stairs all day. So they have everything they need. It's right there. It's off to the side and the rest of the house is mine. Honestly, walking through the house though, this room's really nice. Some of the other bedrooms are really small. So I would probably use this as either a second living room, like a lounge area upstairs, like put a TV here or maybe like a theater room, like black out the windows here and just make this a bigger theater area, or make this my office, my home office, because you do get really nice views as we are on top of a hill and you can see the skyline right there. Oh, you can just see what I was talking about. Yeah, so there is downtown Austin right there. But this is kind of your upstairs. It's a room with a bathroom. I'm doing pretty good with talking and going up and down stairs today. Usually it's bad. All right, so now we are in the living area. Main thing I love about this area is the amount of windows. Everywhere you look other than the kitchen, there's 4 windows in the walkway there, 3 here, 3 here. There's so much natural light coming into this house. And then the kitchen is a ton of countertop space and cabinets. So plenty of room in the kitchen. You know, you could use this as a probably formal dining, right? Put a table here. Still plenty of room for a couch and TV there. That's where your fridge would go. And then a walk-in pantry. Oven, microwave. I wish it was a large single basin, but 2 basin sink. Really nice countertop. It's a nice upgrade there. And I will say, so this home's been on the market forever, as I said. I did talk to Joe, the sales rep, and he said one of the things that was turning people off was the paint. So they actually just repainted the interior to make it all white, and it looks much nicer. If you want to see the old one, you can check out my old Exploring Discovery Park video, or Pacesetter video, excuse me. When I did my Pacesetter video a few months ago, I toured this home, so you can see, kind of compare now and then, but it does look much cleaner. All right, so now walking into the main area. Kind of a strange layout that I wish I had a door to get here. I just have the one door on the side to get outside, so kind of odd that we don't have options there, but whatever. Now, walking down here to your right is a study. So this could be used as a home office. I just felt like it's kind of boring. Like, this is your view. It's just your patio that's covered. You just see a wall, so not the funnest view for this room. And then we have our half bath, simple pedestal sink. Not much to say there. And then backtracking over here, we have 2 guest rooms. Now these rooms are really small. No fan, as you can see. Unlike the resale home, right? It has fans in every room. Now, again, anything I say that's kind of bad about this house, we can probably negotiate it. They really want to sell this house because it's been on the market forever. So adding fans probably is something we can negotiate. If that means a yes, no from a buyer, I don't think they're in a position to say no to that request. And then we have a Jack and Jill bathroom here. So sink, tub. I do wish the tile went to the ceiling. I'm a little annoyed they didn't do that, but I do like that we have natural light coming in. Toilet's kind of close to everything. And then same over here. And then exact same size room on here. So big downside for this house is definitely these 2 bedrooms are quite small. That being said, there's 5 bedrooms, so plus a study. So you can kind of pick and choose what you would use these spaces for depending on your situation. If you have a large family, maybe this is perfect for a small child. If you don't have a huge family, this is just kind of an easy guest area. We have a bed in here. We never go in there. You know, it kind of depends on how you want to use the space. So now we're back where we just were. All right, that's the study right there, half bath. Here is the garage, which is how you're going to be coming into the house most days. Generous amount of space in the garage. So 2-car garage with about 1.5 to 3 feet on that side. And then you have extra storage over here underneath the ADU stairs. And this one does come with an EV charger also. And then what I think is a big highlight of this house, so we have our utility room here, and it connects to your primary closet. The primary closet's a pretty good amount of space. I like that they kept in built-in shelves here. And then that goes directly to your primary bathroom, which separated sinks, gives more space, walk-in shower, garden tub. This one feels a little narrower than the resale home we just looked at. I do like that we have 4 different frosted windows, give it a little more natural light and a little bit more style. It's annoying they didn't put a bench in this one. Not a big deal, you can put your own bench there, and then the tile to ceiling, I don't know why they didn't do that either. Small things like that, it's you know, again, not huge deal. Potentially things that we can negotiate for them to add before closing. And then this is the primary. Pretty good amount of space for the primary, lots of natural light. The views aren't great, I'm gonna be honest. So you're looking at your courtyard, I guess is what you would call that, your deck. And then like I'm just like glanced through this window, I'm like, oh, there's my neighbors and there's their cars. It's just not what I wanna see when I'm walking from bed to my bathroom. But that's why God made curtains. So there you have it. This is a really good deal is the main thing, right? I'm not showing you the best possible home in Easton Park because we're gonna be looking at a much higher price point if that were the deal. Obviously, with a home that's been on the market for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days, there's going to be problems with it from a layout perspective. From how they built it, I don't foresee any problems with that. Honestly, I think people just don't like how small those 2 rooms are, how much, you can't park on Apogee, so you have to park on the street for people coming over if they can't fit on your little driveway. And then kind of depending on how you want to use the different rooms, that study is kind of sad. The view isn't great, but if you walk out your front door and up, 10 feet, the view is amazing. So it kind of depends on how you would use the space. My biggest thing when it comes to real estate is it a good investment in the future? If I sell this home in 5 years, am I going to make money? And with this home, because you are probably going to be able to negotiate a much lower price than what's listed. Let me look at what's listed because I said 5 different numbers at you. It's listed at $664,900. There we go, we got there. So $665 is what's listed. Honestly, I'd be surprised if they didn't accept $600,000 flat with a couple upgrades included too, just because they really want to get this off their books. And so in that case, if you're able to get it at $600,000, it feels like a no-brainer of, yeah, as soon as the market picks up, interest rates come down, you're gonna be able to sell this house with an ADU for much more than what you bought it for. So that's why I've included it on the best deals video. Regardless, I hope you guys found this video helpful in some way. Even if these 2 are not in your price range, please reach out to me. There are so many homes for sale in Easton Park right now, and I can guarantee I'll be able to find you something that's in your price range, that fits your needs, and that might even have a good view too. So Remember, it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Be happy to help you and your family make a smooth move to the Easton Park neighborhood. Until next time, I hope to see you around the neighborhood.